What is going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP and cryptocurrency update. In today's video, we're going to be diving into XRP, HBAR, and tons of connections between FIS and these assets and back-end building. Who is FIS? Well, one of the largest companies in the world. You may have heard of a group called Fidelity. So, first things first, let's speed through this rapid-fire news for old time's sake. Rath Economan, one of the best researchers. Further confirmation, FIS does indeed use RippleNet. In 2018, it was confirmed they helped implement RippleNet with a Saudi Arabian bank. Fast forward to today, with the heavy integrations into the UAE, makes a lot of sense. This 2020 brochure seems to indicate more than one client is using Xcurrent, which was, or is, RippleNet's product, has nothing to do with XRP. This is solely the messaging layer. Okay, and FIS integration with Ripple's blockchain-based solution is being used at our clients' businesses for making cross-border remittance payments. The integration covers transaction creation, ingestion into the network, and upfront, transparent disclosure of fees and forex rates before the customer confirms the transfer. He also has some other documents right here. So for instance, this doc has a lot of FIS and Ripple diagrams in it. You guys can click this, check it out yourselves. Of course, we know that there's just heavy connections right then and there, and I'll be touching on more in this video. Speaking of FIS, Hedera of HBAR, guys. Props to HBAR doing a nice pump, and I think it may even reach $1 before a Coinbase listing. And we can see a lot of similar Ripple partners and HBAR partners right here. Hedera is owned and governed by the world's leading organizations. I mean, we have Deutsche Telekom, DBS, which is the huge bank based out of Singapore that will include HBAR most likely, already includes XRP. And you've heard many people, who was it, head of blockchain for, was it Microsoft or Apple, already saying that all banks will be custodying crypto in the future. We got Google and FIS. Oh, and Tata, one of the biggest companies based out of India that also has heavy integrations with the Quartz solution into XRP. So we're speaking about FIS, okay, so on the governing board of Hedera and heavy ties and already using RippleNet today, or at least connected, right? Now we want them to use these digital assets. We want them to build on this technology or at least be interoperable with these networks. Now, since they're on the governing council, I'm assuming that they'll be running nodes, of course, and already using RippleNet, so can connect, plug and play right into the XRP ledger. And this is back in 2020. Now, FIS, really quick background, we can see. FIS is an American company which offers a wide range of financial products and services. You can see revenues about $12 billion as of 2019. So they're banking technology, payment processing, you name it. Now, if we come to the clearinghouse.org right here, this is the domestic clearinghouse for the United States. Now, yes, I know that XRP is predominantly cross-border, but I want to show you what else is happening on the back end. It may very well have to do with RippleNet. As we go to the clearinghouse.org, click RTP, stands for real-time payments. We'll just click, I believe, about, let's see, scroll down, we can see the RTP network coverage, and this is what I want to show you, the participants in this list. Of course, we can see many RippleNet partners, Bank of America, BNY Mellon, deep ties into PolySign, and I think it's so crazy. I see a lot of speculation on Twitter discussing the Ripple Liquidity Hub, and I think a lot of people are just kind of breezing this off. This is going to have huge implications. Remember, BNY Mellon, extremely heavy ties into standard custody and PolySign, and New York. They already have a banking charter in New York for this organization. And Matthew Mellon himself, of this family, and rest in peace, owned a massive amount of XRP. I believe it was, what, almost $1 billion worth at one point? PNC Bank, of course, one of the first to onboard on RippleNet. And now, this is what I want to show you, the tech providers. It's not even funny how many are connected directly to RippleNet, and of course, these are some of the largest in the world. So, we have FIS right there. ACI Worldwide is a Ripple partner. I've shown you guys the videos of the head of real-time payments for ACI Worldwide. They send 14 trillion a day. 14 trill a day, including securities. And remember, Swift just sends about 5 to 6 trillion a day. CGI with their intelligent Ripple gateway, Finastra, RippleNet. This is some of the top banks in the world, heavy integrations. I just want you to be aware that FIS, Finastra, CGI, ACI, let's see, probably more. Oh, Volante, of course. They all have integration with XRP, the XRP ledger, not just RippleNet. And this is the domestic clearinghouses for the United States. Now, I know you guys have already seen this. Ripple joins the Nacha Alliance. This is the entire backbone for the ACH network for the United States. Of course, you can just find this yourselves and just read all about it. And you see Ripple in the payment stack, and XRP is at the bottom of this payment stack. The settlement infrastructure, the invisible layer, underneath Bank of America, underneath the ACH network itself, underneath online banking, which is just the application layer. It's moving towards RippleNet, the global network. 11,000 financial institutions right here, and this overseas, right here, the ACH network, the electronic network that is the backbone of the US payments, plugged in to the XRP ledger. Keep an eye on the clearinghouse. I find it to be fascinating. And yes, these groups, we know Fidelity is largely active in the digital asset space. Next up, a dormant address containing 234 Bitcoin, roughly $15 million in value, has just been activated after 7.5 years. So I clicked this whale alert and I was looking at this. I'll have to look more into it because right now I just see some activity and I was trying to confirm everything, but I see about 50 BTC right here, over $3 million. Is this whale waking up to dump on the market? What are they doing? Are they going to be swapping into other digital assets? Let me know your thoughts. Next up, 16% of Americans say they have ever invested in, traded, or used cryptocurrency. Guarantee we're going to see this number at the very least come up to 50% in the years ahead. 200 million users today, we're going to 5x to 1 billion users in the future. An ascending channel, and wait. Also keeping an eye on the Grayscale Trust and watching their amounts, their assets under management changing. Currently, a total assets under management of over $60 billion. You can see some of this including Zcash, we got LivePeer, Litecoin, Zen, Filecoin, we got Stellar Lumens, and a variety of others. And curious on any future funds that they will be launching. We can see this digital large cap fund, and I always like watching this amount fluctuate. Now this is really cool, the World Economic Forum. If you guys caught yesterday's video, I found this to be fascinating. Now notice, this gentleman saying the World Economic Forum is telling you to buy Link. Something to note is this. Here's how companies can make sure they are blockchain ready. Now, as we're looking at this, it says at Chainlink. Why is it at Chainlink? Well, you can notice that even Quantany caught on. This was written by the managing director of business development for Chainlink Labs. So just something to consider, but we can see a variety of assets, Polkadot, Avalanche, we got Casper right here, which is beautiful, and a variety of assets, HBAR, Kava, you name it. So just wanted to share that. And of course, when you click this article, you can actually see, here's how companies can make sure they are blockchain ready. And we can see the author, William, right here, managing director over at Chainlink. But however, this is interesting with this survey. According to one survey, around 11% of enterprises are already employing blockchain technology in their operations today, while 75% are actively researching how they could do so. Now, okay, so 11% are already employing blockchain tech, but I guarantee that number is not efficiently or actively utilizing it on a daily basis. So this number is going to be increasing, and I'm sure this number hopefully will be increasing the more the adoption grows. So just wanted to point this out, focusing a lot on oracles because this is written by Chainlink, but that's awesome. I'm wishing Link well. Just wanted to share what the WEF is sharing on their forum itself. And go Casper. Also wanted to tweet, if you had to choose 5 crypto assets to hold for the next 10 years that will still be here, what would they be, or which assets would they be? Love scrolling down, kind of getting an idea of the community and seeing what assets maybe I should be keeping an eye on. Speaking of LCX, I saw that right here. Let's pull up the chart with the HBAR price chart, maybe even the XRP price chart. So LCX partners with QNT, DAG of Constellation, and this little sucker has ridden. Jamie XRP was the first person to talk about LCX. I know Anderzel, I Am Legion on Twitter also pointed me in the right direction. Watching this guy when it was, beginning of year probably. And something interesting to notice, swing high, swing low. After this cup and handle, where did we go? Back test to the 50% and boom, right to the 4.236. Where is HBAR? Looks like HBAR is right around here, ready to pop out. On the right-hand side, the HBAR price chart, tap the 127, still riding that 786, and I think we're breaking out of this handle, and we will see how high we go. Whether it's, 60 cents, $1, $1.50, maybe even beyond during this bullish cycle, provided we have an ascending channel still intact. Q4 is a very interesting time for the HBAR roadmap as well. And also the NFT marketplaces are growing rapidly. Please consider NFT.com with Jordan Freed. Exciting times. Slap an ascending channel, maybe not my best parallel channel, and wait. So we'll see how high this sucker can go. And I'm talking in the months ahead. It's now or never. It's time to fly shortly. I don't know if we get a double bottom or if we finally just explode. And I think we're watching BTC dominance. If Bitcoin dominance starts to fall, look out because the fun will begin. We can see Bitcoin dominance currently at 43%. I have my alerts set, by the way. Let me remove those fibs. And we got the alert set right here at 42%, and we'll see if we break that 39% and start falling into the 30s. And look out. Last time the bullish cycle, guys, BTC dominance fell all the way to 35%. When it falls and Bitcoin falls and pulls down the market, that money has in the past gone into the altcoin market, and then we just shoot up. So that's what I'm anticipating for the XRP price chart and a variety of other assets that have been laggards in this market. While everybody else becomes bearish on assets that haven't gone yet because they're going sideways, I just get more bullish because I study the charts, I study this market instead of complain. Also guys, we got Songbird news. Thank you. We have Binance US finally responding. Their new CEO, Brian Schroeder, he promised to be customer first. Much respect and thank you. So they are reversing the decision made by the predecessors. Binance US will be supporting the Songbird airdrop to our users because it is the right thing to do. Damn right, Brian. Thank you, man. And links are in the video description to Binance US as well. And I'm excited because I did have some XRP on, let's see, Uphold, Binance US, but I also did self-custody, so I'm fine. But, I want to get everything I can and contribute to the ecosystem for Songbird. It looks like we'll be having to stay tuned to all the details. Also, guys, I'm going to be covering the future with PolySign and even staking digital assets. If you're ever bearish on XRP, please just go deep dive into what PolySign is. I know there's tons of NDAs. In my opinion, anybody that completely gives up on XRP doesn't understand it well enough. If you know what you own, you shouldn't be worried. It really is just a waiting game. You can study the bullish cycles and see which assets have taken off first. But yeah, we'll be touching on this. And please understand that, yes, capital markets in the world of trade finance is coming to crypto, whether you like it or not. And I'm looking through crypto Twitter. There's people that get a 10x return on an asset within a year. And I know everybody wants to do it in a week, which is possible, but there's people that get a 1000% ROI in a month. Then the asset comes down and dips 10% or even 50%, and they're complaining. That's our competition. I'll be able to beat any retail investor with that attitude. And that's your competition. So as long as you're more patient, more tactical, or more strategic, your competition is the average impatient retail investor, which is easy to beat. All right, now I want to play this 1-minute clip of David Schwartz with Sam, the CEO of one of the largest crypto derivatives platforms. He has one of the highest net worths in all of cryptocurrency. This gentleman's net worth, and we're going to play the clip, is over 20 billion. That is 10 times that of Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan Chase. Now listen to what his thoughts are with the survival of crypto and how many projects will be needed in the future of finance. This is a very interesting topic, and he's actually saying that he doesn't believe there has to be, 59 or 58 different chains in the future. It's going to be a much smaller number. So yes, as crypto gets to become a bigger asset class, there's going to be bubbles, but I am rediversifying my profits into those assets that I believe will survive and be here in the next 10 years. Because if the market cap does go to 50 trill or 100 trill or even well beyond that, the assets in the top 10 will be exponentially higher than today, and this is about capital preservation rather than just trying to get rich quick. I'd much rather keep my money working for me, so listen up.
I do believe that there will be, continued multiple chains, but I don't sort of envision that there are going to be 58 chains, all of which have extremely heavy global usage, and everyone is sort of flipping a coin between, or rolling a 58-sided die every time they want to launch a project, or that people like, oh, you want chain number 38 because you're building in this sector. I sort of think that's too many for a stable equilibrium. And so I'm sort of imagining 4 is more like the number of chains we're likely to see get really significant adoption in the end. And I don't know.
Damn, so he's calling for 4 primary chains, 4 potentially primary crypto assets in the future of finance. And where will it be as the market's down? It's so funny how people get bearish right when an asset does this type of dip. And this is why, when in doubt, zoom out, guys. I am focused on the long term, looking at this with a macro perspective.
Necessarily what 4 of those will be, but I think it's more likely to be single digits than double digits. I think that basically there's just huge network effects from being on the same chain.
And so again, one of the wealthiest men in the crypto space was a speaker at Ripple's Swell, just like many people, some of the top governors, some of the top bankers in the world, just something to consider. And also, guys, he just said it's more likely to see single digits than double digits. A man that's in the know, that is significantly smarter than us, significantly smarter than me, and he believes it's more likely to be single digits, so less than 10 crypto assets surviving in the future rather than 50 or 100. And I guess this is, longer term, and there's going to be opportunity, but you guys know me, as I get insane profits, or if you make life-changing wealth, of course, take profit, pay taxes, do what you have to do. But I'm going to be taking and rediversifying those profits into well-established assets for capital preservation. And also, guys, we've got the Void NFT marketplace. This is going to be huge and built on Constellation or Hypergraph Transfer Protocol. Very excited for this. Be sure to check it out. I did, in fact, tweet it if you guys are curious. And yes, this is going to be a next generation NFT marketplace where innovation meets realization. If you are excited for the metaverse, gaming, anything in between, and you want a platform that is built on DAG technology, which is infinitely scalable and essentially feeless, just like HBAR, which is also built on a DAG, highly recommend checking this place out. Highly recommend checking this one out in particular. But all right, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Links in the video description. Appreciate all that hit the like button, and until next time.